Everybody thinks about their health after 60, but very few truly understand the silent force that influences how we age. Posture. Good posture isn't just about standing tall or looking confident. It's a signal, a reflection of your inner health. It tells people how you feel without a single word. After 60, your posture becomes one of the most critical elements in determining how well you move, breathe, digest, and even how people perceive you. This isn't just about vanity or appearance. It's about mobility, independence, and dignity. Every time you slouch forward or hunch your shoulders, you're putting more strain on your spine than it can bear. Over time, poor posture becomes a habit, and habits become who we are. If you've spent decades sitting at a desk, driving long hours, or simply ignoring how your body is aligned, now is the time to rethink and realign. Why? Because posture is more than physical. It's emotional and mental too. When you stand or sit with your spine tall and your chest open, you signal to your brain that you are confident and in control. Studies have shown that upright posture can actually reduce feelings of depression and anxiety. It's incredible how something so small can have such deep influence. The aging body tends to lean forward naturally due to muscle weakening and spinal compression, but that doesn't mean you have to let it happen. With the right habits, movements, and mindset, you can reverse years of damage and stand tall with grace. Poor posture in your 60s can contribute to a host of chronic problems. First, it affects your balance. A hunched posture throws off your center of gravity, making you more prone to falls, the number one cause of injury in older adults. One fall can change everything, from your independence to your confidence in your own body. Next, consider your lungs. When your torso compresses, so do your lungs. Poor posture restricts your breathing, making it shallower and less efficient. This means your blood gets less oxygen, and less oxygen affects your energy, your brain, and your ability to fight off disease. Posture also affects digestion. When you slump, your organs get squeezed. This slows down digestion, increases bloating, and even leads to constipation. You might not even realize that sitting improperly during meals or long hours in front of the TV is contributing to these issues. But once you become aware, you can begin to reclaim control. Let's talk about pain. Many older adults suffer from chronic back, neck, and shoulder pain. Much of it stems not from injury but from posture that slowly broke down over time. Your spine is designed to bear weight when it's aligned properly. But when it's bent or curved incorrectly, the muscles and joints have to compensate. This leads to inflammation, discomfort, and a cycle of pain that worsens each year. You may have tried massage, heat pads, or medications, but until posture is corrected, these are just band-aids. There's also a deep psychological effect that bad posture brings. People with slumped shoulders and downward gazes tend to withdraw. They feel older, they act older. Posture influences your mood, your motivation, and even your social connections. Standing tall can make you feel more optimistic and willing to engage in life again. But this isn't just about standing up straight. It's about learning how to move through your day with alignment and grace. It begins with awareness. The next time you're brushing your teeth, cooking, or walking to the mailbox, notice your spine. Are you leaning forward? Are your shoulders rounded? Are you bending at the waist instead of the knees? The body learns through repetition. If you constantly reinforce poor posture, your muscles adapt to that position. That's why it's so important to retrain your body now, before the damage becomes permanent. One of the best places to begin is with your core. Your abdominal and lower back muscles act like a belt that supports your spine. Weak core muscles mean your spine doesn't get the support it needs, and that's when poor posture creeps in. Gentle exercises like pelvic tilts, bridges, and seated knee lifts can work wonders. These don't require a gym or expensive equipment. All they require is consistency. Stretching is equally important. Over the years, tight chest muscles and shortened hip flexors pull the body forward. Simple stretches like doorway chest openers or lying on a foam roller can undo years of tightness. When you stretch, you give your body the space it needs to return to balance. Let's not forget the feet. Yes, your feet, they are your foundation. If your feet are not strong and aligned, they affect the way you walk, which affects the way you stand. Many seniors develop flat feet or wear shoes that no longer support them. Investing in good footwear and occasionally walking barefoot on safe surfaces can help reawaken those foot muscles. Mindful movement practices like yoga and Tai Chi are excellent for posture. They teach you body awareness, balance, and breath. You don't have to twist into a pretzel to benefit. Even seated or standing poses can reconnect you with your posture. These practices emphasize slow, controlled movements that align your spine and calm your nervous system. And here's something else most people don't realize. Posture and confidence are linked. When you improve your posture, you don't just feel better physically, you feel more powerful emotionally. This can change how you walk into a room, how you speak, and how others respond to you. You start to project energy and vitality instead of age and limitation. Technology hasn't helped our posture. Smartphones, tablets, and even long hours at computers have conditioned us to look down, slump, and lean forward. This tech neck phenomenon is now being seen in people of all ages. But for seniors, the damage is more dangerous. Being hunched over a device for hours a day causes neck strain, headaches, and more compression on the spine. You can begin to reverse this by holding your phone at eye level, sitting with a pillow behind your lower back, and taking regular breaks to stretch. Even small habits like adjusting your car seat to support your spine can make a difference. One of the keys to maintaining posture is movement. Sedentary life is the enemy of posture. The more you sit, the weaker your muscles become. Try this rule: every 30 minutes, stand up, stretch, walk a few steps. It doesn't need to be intense. The simple act of breaking long sitting periods with movement can save your posture. Posture also affects your appearance more than any wrinkle ever could. A tall, open stance can take years off your perceived age. It makes clothes fit better. It makes you look more awake, more vibrant, and the best part, it's free. No creams, no surgery, just you reclaiming the strength and confidence you always had. If you're thinking it's too late to improve your posture, let that thought go. The human body is remarkably adaptable. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, your muscles and joints can respond to proper alignment and movement. The process may be slow, but it is always worth it. Think of posture correction as a journey, not a quick fix. Begin with awareness, then action. Invest in an ergonomic chair if you sit a lot. Consider a standing desk if you're on a computer. Use lumbar pillows when driving or watching TV. Practice walking with your shoulders back and your chin level. These are all small steps, but over time they transform how you feel. Your spine is like a tree. It needs to be upright to grow strong and reach the sky. Bent trees rarely thrive. The same goes for people. When you walk tall, you feel taller inside, and that energy spreads to every part of your life. You become more likely to engage in hobbies, join friends for walks, or even dance again. Never underestimate the power of posture. It influences not only your body's mechanics, but your life's momentum. After 60, you are not slowing down. You are entering a new stage of purpose and clarity. Stand tall for it. Live tall in it. Let posture be your anchor. Let it be your wings. You don't need youth to move with elegance. You just need awareness, patience, and a commitment to treat your body like it still matters, because it does. You matter. Posture becomes more than just body alignment as we grow older. It becomes the gateway to health, strength, and independence. After the age of 60, every movement counts, every habit matters, and posture silently governs your physical confidence, stability, and vitality. When your spine is properly aligned, your entire body benefits. It helps your joints function smoothly, your muscles stay balanced, and your breathing remain unrestricted. But as you age, gravity begins to win unless you consciously stand against it. Slouching becomes a default for many, not out of laziness, but because the muscles that once held the spine tall become weaker or disengaged. That's why posture should not be taken for granted. It's not a static position, but a living, breathing habit that affects every system in your body. The first sign that posture needs attention is fatigue. When your head leans forward and shoulders hunch, your muscles must work overtime just to keep you upright. This creates unnecessary strain on your neck, back, and hips. Over time, this strain becomes chronic pain. That persistent soreness in your lower back or stiffness in your shoulders often traces back to years of poor posture. One powerful technique to restore posture is to visualize alignment every time you move. Imagine stacking your ears over your shoulders over your hips, and your hips over your ankles. This visualization builds muscle memory. When practiced consistently, it becomes natural again. You can incorporate posture awareness into your daily tasks. While brushing your teeth, stand tall with your core gently engaged. When walking to the kitchen, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. Even these small adjustments can retrain your body. Your posture isn't just about your spine, it's deeply connected to your emotional and mental state. People who walk with an upright posture often feel more confident and less stressed. Studies have shown that those who sit or stand upright experience fewer negative thoughts and a better mood. Body posture influences the brain just as much as the brain influences the body. If you want to feel empowered in your older years, the easiest way to start is by correcting your posture. Flexibility plays an enormous role in maintaining good posture. Muscles that are tight or shortened pull the spine and joints out of alignment. That's why stretching the hip flexors, hamstrings, and chest is essential. You can stretch by using gentle, controlled movements such as doorway stretches, lying spinal twists, and seated forward bends. These stretches should be done daily, especially after periods of sitting. Equally important is strength. As you age, you naturally lose muscle mass, especially in the core and upper back. This makes it more difficult to support proper alignment. That's why incorporating strength training into your routine is vital. Focus on exercises that strengthen your mid, back, shoulders, and core. Examples include scapular squeezes, wall angels, seated rows, and bridges. These exercises require little to no equipment and can be done at home. You don't need to become a bodybuilder, just aim to engage and activate the muscles that hold your posture upright. Foot posture is often overlooked, yet your feet are the foundation for everything above them. If your arches collapse or your shoes provide poor support, your posture suffers. Older adults often develop conditions like flat feet, plantar fasciitis, or bunions, which affect balance and alignment. Investing in proper footwear with arch support and a wide toe box can make a dramatic difference. Practicing balance exercises like standing on one leg or walking heel-to also strengthens the muscles that stabilize your entire frame. You should also reevaluate your environment. Your furniture, workspace, and daily routine can either support or sabotage your posture. Consider using a chair with lumbar support. Adjust your TV or monitor to be at eye level. Place commonly used items within easy reach to avoid excessive bending or twisting. Creating a posture-friendly environment helps reduce strain on the body and makes good habits easier to maintain. Breathing and posture are deeply intertwined. When your posture collapses, your diaphragm has less room to expand. This leads to shallow breathing, which can increase anxiety and fatigue. Learning to breathe deeply through your abdomen not only increases oxygen intake, but naturally lifts the spine and stabilizes the core. You can practice this by lying on your back and placing one hand on your belly and one on your chest. Breathe in through your nose and let your belly rise while your chest stays still. This form of breathing supports proper alignment and calms your nervous system. It's also important to stay mindful during moments of inactivity. Whether you're watching television, reading, or scrolling through your phone, check in with your posture. Is your head jutting forward? Are your shoulders creeping toward your ears? Are you slumping into the chair? Making small corrections in these quiet moments is what makes long-term change possible. Building posture habits is not about intensity, it's about frequency and consistency. Use visual reminders around your home to prompt better posture. A small note on the mirror that says "Stand tall." A timer that reminds you to stretch every hour, or a posture correcting wearable device that gently vibrates when you slouch. These tools help create awareness. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Hydration and nutrition also contribute to posture health. Dehydrated muscles become tight and fatigued more easily. A diet rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D supports bone health, while anti-inflammatory foods reduce joint pain and stiffness. Eating well fuels your muscles and joints so they can support you effectively. Maintaining posture is a lifelong journey, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. You don't need a gym membership or fancy gear. All you need is your own commitment and a few square feet of space. Practice wall posture, take regular walks, stretch each morning, and stay active throughout your day. These simple actions compound over time to rebuild your structure from the ground up. Good posture can take years off your appearance. It changes how your clothes fit, how others see you, and how you see yourself. But beyond appearances, it empowers you to live with confidence. It allows you to move without pain, breathe without restriction, and engage fully with the world around you. When your body is aligned, energy flows better, digestion improves, circulation increases, and mental clarity sharpens. The benefits are comprehensive. For those who feel that it's too late, remember this: the body is incredibly adaptive even after 60. People in their 70s and 80s have dramatically improved their posture with dedication. You are not too old, you are not too far gone, you are simply one decision away from standing taller, feeling stronger, and living more freely. The process begins with a single change: awareness. From there, add in movement, then consistency, and finally, self-respect. Because correcting your posture is not just a physical act, it's a statement. It's a declaration that you still care about your well-being, that you're not ready to give in to decline, that you want to feel vibrant, active, and alive in your golden years. Let your body reflect that inner strength. Walk with intention, sit with dignity, breathe with space, and never underestimate the ripple effects that come from standing just a little taller each day. If you found this helpful and want more content that empowers your journey after 60, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for weekly insights on health, longevity, and living your best life, because the best is yet to come.